Ever found yourself amid a family gathering when all of a sudden someone asks you, "When are you gonna have a girlfriend?" A bit uncomfortable, isn't it? You don't know how to say it because perhaps you are already a certain age, so you should be enjoying a stable relationship and thinking about having some beautiful kids, a house, and a car. Yeah, that's what we've been told. Not only does society program us to pursue someone else's definition of happiness, for instance, having a house and a car, but it also suggests that a couple is what you need to live happily ever after. If you found the right one for you and experience a fulfilling marriage, congratulations. If that's not your case, stay tuned because those fabricated ideas your relatives, friends, and society comment on will not affect you anymore. Let's consider some simple data and facts many people forget. Around 85% of the population works jobs they do not like. Oftentimes, they go for a certain career because it is supposed to make them rich and offer them broader economic opportunities and status. How often have you heard someone say that they want to become a doctor because it's a high-paying job, or just because their parents want them to go down that route? And when it comes to fashion, simply extrapolate the idea and you'll find why many spend money they don't have to buy things they don't need and impress people who don't care about them. In other words, the majority is living a life they do not genuinely like. They do what the media, school, and parents instill in them. That's why many are immersed in bad debt, unfulfilling relationships, and basically drained. However, do not lose faith in a beautiful lifestyle for yourself. In fact, being single is an excellent choice. Let me explain why. Reason number one is that you get more time to think. Sounds simple, but isn't that easy given all the distractions? TV series, negative news, explicit content on the internet, and much more. In some cases, I've seen people who cannot stand silence because they're afraid of their thoughts. That's why they love background noise, entertainment, and distractions, including pointless flings. She was hot and had nice assets, so what? Perhaps she only wanted someone who would give her attention and validation, and finally, she vanished, and you have participated in the hookup culture. Do not blame yourself, though. I've been there, and the silver lining is that you get to learn a lot about game and female nature. However, instead of looking for relationships that will fill your cup, fill it yourself. Long story short, who is more independent? Someone who plants his own food or someone who depends on the grocery store? The former, obviously. If you get to that point of independence, kudos to you. Anyway, you get what I mean, right? I cannot express how good it feels to be self-reliant and, most importantly, not having the need to explain to anyone why I do what I do. I love being alone because that means I have more space for my projects and to determine what I want. Reason two is that you have time to grow. Ever gotten involved in a relationship that made you forget about your dreams? Chances are you tried so hard to please your girl that she became your center of attention. And that has catastrophic consequences. If you have not devoted time to healing and becoming emotionally strong, once she seems to lose interest, your confidence declines. Then you act awkward, she smells it, and the relationship is over. You put her first, and that brought the relationship down. Some religious men present the idea of putting God first, but in reality, it's simple. In a word, prioritize. If you are a believer, that's great. Please God by staying healthy, helping those who need it, and prospering. You name it. And if you're not a believer, perhaps you have a different motivation, but doing all that and even more will make you a better man. And the natural consequence is this. Once you conquer your finances, fitness, and mentality, you're essentially unstoppable. You can do anything on your own and don't need anyone else. You stop believing those fairy tales and start being realistic, which, by the way, does not imply being negative or bitter. The common denominator of these two reasons is time. Yes, you cannot get that back, but if you're in a difficult situation, learn from your mistakes. Dwelling in the past isn't practical. Gather all that valuable information as if you were a scientist. Keep it as a valuable resource, and go back to it when you need it. For instance, when you're dealing with a woman with red flags, you don't accept her. Of course, you say goodbye politely while, in your head, you are happy because you didn't take the bait again. I have experienced that situation, and I promise that's a beautiful feeling. In essence, take time to think and grow. Be as independent as possible and fight against social programming by using these 2 tips. I hope you become a master and make singlehood your best ally to level up once and for all. A huge opportunity is in front of you. Use it. If you found this video useful, hit the like and subscribe buttons, comment, and share it with someone you think needs it. See you in the next video. Till next time.